Hey guys, welcome to the Cougar Eliminator Den. My name is Sean. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. And now on to today's video. Alright, so my nephew Isaiah picked up a welder, small little welder. Where'd you get it from?
Harbor Freight. I got it like 2 years ago. It's still working, runs
Titanium, wire feed. I don't even know. Do you know what kind of welder it is?
MIG welder.
MIG welder? Okay.
Can't do aluminum or anything.
So he's trying to weld this case on his little motorized bike. Something's broken on it. But I'm like, well, we should practice. So I have this piece of metal right here. And I'm going to, hey, hold on a second. Let me put my helmet on. We're gonna try to practice on this thing.
All right, Sean's gonna give it a try. Just cut off a piece of metal to do some more practicing.
It is hard to go straight, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That looks okay, I guess. I don't know. I understand why this is hard, because you have to keep the correct distance and you have to keep it in the same spot and moving. Hey guys, so it's a Thursday evening. I just got out here not too long ago. The garage was pretty messy when I got out here, I think from all the welding shenanigans last night, and also my nephew is now out of school, and he was out here screwing around the whole day today pretty much. So I had to do some organizing, sweeping, cleaning, put some stuff in the scrap pile. But yeah, now I'm getting to do the fun stuff. I got a pretty cool package here from North Carolina, about probably a month and a half ago, maybe. I'm not really sure how long ago. I sent my distributor out to Jim Woods. I believe he's in North Carolina. I know him from the 428 Cobra Jet registry forums, and I actually met Jim at a Boss Nationals. I think it was the one in Indiana at French Lick a couple years ago. Super nice guy. I knew I could trust Jim. I know he's been on the forums for a long time. And yeah, Jim rebuilds distributors, recurves distributors, restores them for people in the community, and I figured I could trust Jim. So I sent my distributor out to Jim about a month and a half ago. I just got it back today. He had a pretty quick turnaround. It took a while for it to get there, but once it got there, he got the work, and I think he had it done within a couple days. So I was pretty happy with how quickly he got it done. My first time seeing it, obviously, since I got it back. Let's see how it looks. It wasn't in the greatest shape when I sent it to him. There was a couple markings on like the exterior of the housing from my dad and I trying to get it out of the block. It was frozen. I think it was frozen. The cam gear was frozen, or at least the portion that goes below the cam gear was frozen in the block. And it was pretty tough for us to get it out. I don't even remember what I think we ended up having to strap the intake to the block, flip the block over, and then hammer it out from the bottom. I think that's what we did. Yeah, because it did not want to budge. Regardless, got some little exterior issues on it. And Jim said it cleaned it pretty good, so I guess we'll find out. Packaged pretty nicely. Little parts box from Jim. See how this turned out. You also had to put a new vacuum advance at the reproduction auto light, because my original one was no good, and he doesn't have the capability to restore them or rebuild them. So he put a new one on me for me, and he didn't charge me very much, so I was pretty happy with that. Yeah, this is really nice. It cleaned up really nice. Wow. Surprising how nicely it cleaned up. Yeah, this is the original distributor. Give you guys a close up. I'll put some photos of the before of it. Give you guys an idea of how it looked like before. The C7OF distributor for manual, 390 4-speed and 67, excuse me. So this is looking pretty good. I'm actually really happy with this. Like I said, Jim, his prices were very reasonable, and I don't know anyone else that even does distributors anymore, because as far as I know, Tim O'Connor was the guy. My dad got a distributor from Tim O'Connor a couple years ago, and Tim, I believe, is no longer doing distributors. So yeah, definitely recommend Jim. Super good guy to go to. Communicates really well, and yeah, he is very reasonably priced. So this is super nice. Yeah, I'm really happy with this. Now I'm gonna be working on getting the steering box cleaned up. It's pretty much untouched off the car, caked in, like, you know, years of grease and dirt and stuff. Haven't done anything to it. I don't know if I'm gonna rebuild it yet. It seems like it's not too sloppy. It seems pretty tight. I don't really know. I mean, it's hard to tell until you get into the car, I think, but regardless, I'm just gonna clean it up, see how it looks, and I'll film the time lapse for you guys, and yeah, we'll see how it turns out. So I got the steering box cleaned up somewhat well. There's still lots of stuff left on here. Took the end cover off. There's a gasket underneath it, kind of fell apart. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this yet. I might end up rebuilding it myself, or maybe I'll send it out. It really depends on if I have the tools to do it. If I have the tools to do it, then I'm willing to do it. But regardless, that's how it's looking now. I'm going to get going on the ram cylinder. As far as I know, these are a little bit easier to rebuild than other steering components. It's simply just removing a bunch of seals and stuff from this end. And so yeah, I'm going to get going on cleaning this up, and it's looking pretty bad, so we'll see how it turns out. All right, I got the rubber grommet pieces off the end. The one that was right here seemed like it wasn't gonna move, so I began to cut it, but then the shaft began to rotate. So I figured that wasn't gonna work, and so I just hammered it real quick, and it came right off. So that was easier than I expected it to be. Now I'm gonna start working on just cleaning up the cylinder, trying to get all this grease and stuff off, and see how this thing turns out. I don't know if this shaft is gonna be usable with this on the end. It's some rust, but we'll see. I mean, it's not on this portion of the shaft, so it should be fine, I think. I don't know. Well, I'm looking at clean, and I'll check with you guys a little bit later. I'll check in with you guys a little bit later. All right, so it's looking pretty good so far. I think I'm going to use it on the wire wheel, the mounted one I have, and see if I can clean up the cylinder housing. So this is how it's turned out after doing a wire wheel on it. It's cleaning up pretty good. Obviously it still has there's still rust deeper in the metal. A couple spots you can see the clean metal up here. Obviously it looks pretty good, but I'm going to put it in my vise and try to use these like sanding discs to try to clean it up, and we'll see how that works. All right, so I finished cleaning up the ram cylinder. It's a bit more shiny than I would have liked, but I did get a lot of the rust out of it. There's still some pitting that is deeper, but I'm not going to worry about that. Clean it up with mineral spirits, and I'm probably just going to clear it. I'm going to tape it off each end and then clear it. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that came out. And here's the little boot for the end of it. This turned out really good, actually. Looks almost brand new, but it's original one, so I'm pretty happy with this. Really like pliable too, so that's pretty good. Hey guys, it's Sunday afternoon. It's actually Father's Day. I'm gonna be heading over to my dad's pretty soon. I just wanted to get a couple things done in the garage before I head over there. But I swung by O'Reilly's, picked up some red oxide primer. I've never tried this stuff. Normally I would order this kind of stuff through like NPD or something, but I kind of wanted to just get it over with, so I bought this. We're gonna see how it looks. Hopefully it's at least somewhat accurate to how Ford did their red oxide on rear end third members, and pretty sure that's all I'm going to be painting is a third member in this. But anyway, picked this up. I have the third member out of the GT Cougar sitting over there. I'm going to paint it. I'm going to test it first, and if it looks good, I'll paint it. But yeah, the rear end's going to be getting built pretty soon, so I want to get this over with and have this ready to go for the rear end guy up in LA. So I have a stage out here. I just cleaned it up, taped it off real quick. It's already in primer. I just kind of blew it off with compressed air. It's not perfect, it's got a little bit of rust here and there, but it's pretty good shape. And taped off the bottom. Yep. So you can see anything that gets paint that gets anywhere else, I'll just use like paint thinner or something, get it off. But yeah, I'm gonna spray this down and I'll do a time lapse of it. That's how it looks. It's pretty flat. I think Ford, the red oxide, as far as I know, was more glossy than this. I don't think it might have been like a semi-gloss. I don't really know, but yeah, I think the color is good. But for now I'll just leave it. I might end up spraying it in like a clear coat or something, try to get a little more glossy, but otherwise I'm pretty happy with the color. So here's the